getting a little bit dark now. I'd like to take advantage of that to see what these lights are doing. It's still pretty bright, but we'll see. So I connected them temporarily, just laid 4 of them out there, and this is the 5th. So, plug them in. Yeah, that looks great. And look at the ceiling. These guys normally, they'll hang at the ceiling, but you can see how much light gets there. So if you turn it around and put the lights in the top, that's what you have at the floor. That's with just 5 lights. So that's just great. It's dark now. It's about 10 o'clock at night. The 2 rear lights are on. That gives me at least a little bit of light so you can see me. You can see that the entire van is lighted. And I should consider a dimmer as well. And I need a few light switches. So I'll be putting 2 approximately down here. Can't put them higher because the legs would be in the way. So this is the best location. Now I just have to remove the corners. Now some tape to protect the formica. And then see if that works. And push this against here so you know I've got a more or less square location independent of the opening, and that works. So working on the installation of the kitchen unit, and then the first thing I was thinking of was the drainage of the wastewater. So I started thinking about the grey water tank, thinking probably basically I want a small tank, maybe 5-gallon tank or so. But looking at it a little bit closer, the two issues, that's what's available, of course, in size, but where am I going to place it? The freshwater tank is inside the vehicle. That's what I wanted for sure. And that has to do with cold temperatures and don't want to freeze the lines and so on. Grey water tank is a little bit different. And since I don't have much room inside, the grey water tank goes below the vehicle. So let's have a look. Let's see. This is my first choice, mainly because of the distribution of the weight of the car. I need some extra weight on the passenger side. And I've been looking at where the kitchen is, so I have to make a drain, and the drain has to be able to get to down here. And that would work. The main thing is that if I look at the sizes of the tanks that fit in here, I'll probably be thinking of a 5 or 7-gallon tank. Also more or less the size that I was anticipating. But looking at the tank out here, I've seen some other possibilities. So I'll move over to the other side of the van, the driver's side. So looking at the driver's side, there's way more space. So you can put a wider tank. But the problem is the weight distribution. I already got the bed here, got a big water tank already on the driver's side. So I'm not really fond of this location. But when I turn around towards the rear, so if I look towards the spare wheel that's behind the axle, you can see that this entire area between the gas tank here, the drive shaft here on the left, and the spring here on the right, there's quite an area to fit a water tank in. This water tank would be a lot closer to the kitchen area. If the water tank would be here, that drainage would be much easier to guide into the tank. I also have to remember when I place the tank here, I need to have a drain line towards the side of the van with a valve to open it up or close it down when necessary. So based on the separating toilet, as well as the location under the vehicle, I think I'm getting a somewhat larger grey water tank and place it in the center rear of the van, just close to the rear axle. It's completely out of view instead of on the sides that could be visible. Will hold a little bit more, probably 10 or 15 gallons. And see how that works out. I thought I'm going to show you how I do the ordering. What I normally would ask people to do is go to one of my videos and click on any of the links to Amazon, like this one. That way you would support the YouTube channel and the website for me. I get a small percentage of a purchase. And then from there you can put in whatever you are looking for. And in this case, I always, at least I bought my previous tank at the same company here, Class A Custom. And they have a 13-gallon tank in this case. And I looked at the measurements. There's somewhere out here. This is a 24 by 15.5 by 10.5 inches tank. I decided to buy a 13-gallon. It's almost 3 times as big as I intended to do, but this was a good size for the location where it's located under the car. So I made the order, and now I'm waiting for it to come in. Hi guys, this is Joey, and we're building a one-of-a-kind RV.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe, or better yet, leave a comment. Thanks guys. You've done a good job.